Good day, everybody. Welcome back to the Spring Runoff 2022. My name is Matt Lysak, and I'm joined here in the booth by Jeremy Gauthier.
Wait a minute. I think we got this backwards, Jeremy. I'm Matt Lysak. You're
Sorry.
Jeremy Gauthier.
I always do this. Sorry,
Back
Matt.
in the booth for round 3, the final round of the 2022 Spring Runoff. Can't wait. We've got Noah Higgins with Prodigy Disc. We've got Conall Mcleod back representing Gander Disc Golf. We've got Willy Friesen representing Horizon Disc. And a newcomer, we've got Thomas Kuhn coming out of Calgary.
I have never seen Thomas Kuhn playing. I've seen him flying up the leaderboards all last year, and I've actually never seen him play. So I'm actually kind of excited to see, well, not only the other three, but I'm quite interested in seeing what Thomas is up to.
Much like you, he is a smooth operating former and possibly current ultimate Frisbee player. So
Crazy.
Expect some good upshots, forehand, backhand proficiency.
Also, did you notice the disc tricks that they were doing in the character intros?
Yeah.
Very impressive.
Yeah, these guys had some practice. They knew they were coming up for the final round. They had to bring out all their best tricks off the course.
Of course.
We're going to find out if they're bringing all their best tricks
Could be a good one.
on the course.
Absolutely. And this is shaping up to be a pretty good one. Noah has a bit of a sizable lead, but anything can happen at Nicholas Sheridan Park. It's long. There's a bunch of trees that can get in your way. There's some water. Very exciting course to play.
And they don't start you off easy either. There's a par 5, 1,049-foot hole to start your round.
Yeah, on bordering a road, a very busy road with people parked along the street. So, I kind of wonder how many cars get hit per tournament.
Yeah, it's not zero, that's for sure.
Oh, it's crazy.
So you can see the entire road is lined with cars, no pressure. If you're a right-hand, backhand player and there's some wind up, you better be confident in that disc that you're throwing. And Noah has unfortunately trusted his disc a little too much, and it has skipped out of bounds left, Jeremy.
Wow. Yeah, that path really comes into play. They've got that hill that comes down. You just take one bad skip and you are gone. Let's see what Conall does. Conall, of course, mashes. Does he stay in bounds?
That looks like perfect.
Oh, he wants it to...
A little bit far left.
Good.
That should be fine. Willie's taking the play that I like, which is the forehand. You're skipping away from the path on the left, and as long as you're giving it enough room, you're not going to skip out onto the road. And the fairway, you can sort of see bends a little bit, or I guess it tilts a little bit right to left. So the backhand, the right-hand backhand is always a little bit more dangerous shot.
Mm-hmm. The safe play that I've always seen is you just aim for is that the AMT pad that's up there, those white flags?
Yeah, I believe so.
Like what Thomas Kuhn did. Absolutely perfect, because you just need that space, because now you can kind of see where Willie is. You just need to get around that set of trees on the left-hand side, which he is doing. Hopefully he clears it. Whoa, he's headed in there.
He's going right into the trees.
Oh.
Gets a little bit of a kick off of one of them.
Yeah. Well, that's an interesting play. We'll see how that turns out for him.
Yeah. And we can see where Noah's disc ended up. Definitely skipped right across the path. He's got a lot of real estate to make up here.
Oh, yeah. And that's the scary part, too. If you need to go right to left, you really worry about going and hitting that road, but you just really have to trust the stability of your disc to come back. You've actually got a lot to play with up there.
Yeah.
Thomas looks like he's just going straight up the fairway. Ooh, he hit a tree.
Yeah, he's over there where Willie went, which is not ideal for your approach shot on your third shot there.
There's a few places, few little gaps in those trees which are usable, but yeah, it can be quite jaily in there. Conall, is he going to get around?
I feel like he's got plenty of power.
Oh yeah, look at that. You can see
I think
that.
that's going to be in a nice spot. Yeah, so here's the danger of going into the trees on the left-hand side here. Willie's going to try and flex something out with his forehand, hoping not to flare off into the road. Oh, he goes up the gut.
Wow. Now that is gutsy. Hang on. Okay.
I like that. Yeah, Thomas is a little bit further forward, so a little bit out of the trees. Looks like he's got a window lined up.
Nice little skip in.
Yep.
I really like this green too. It's another one of those Sleepy Hollow type greens. You can just see right up ahead these old big trees, and the basket is right in the middle of it. And then you've got the path on the left-hand side. It's really far out of the way, but it still does come into play every once in a while, especially if you're on the left-hand side.
Yeah, definitely. I like this. The forehand approach from Conall. Keeps it nice and safe off that path you mentioned. Just get a nice skip and set. Oh. Almost nice skip and settle.
Yep. It's a good play. Willie's going for the dunk.
That looked pretty good.
Depth perception is a little bit weirder just watching coverage, not live, hey?
Yeah.
But boy, was that close. Oh, jeez.
Wow. Nice.
Thomas almost cashing one.
Looked like just inside circle 2 kind of putt. Noah's looks like he's just inside circle 1.
What a putt.
Yeah. That's a great par save for going OB early.
Yeah, no kidding.
That second shot from Noah was a smash.
How far do you think that was? Because he
It's
put a
gotta
bunch
be-
of hyzer on it. That's what, 350?
It got to be at least 350 because
Yeah.
he couldn't have
Whoa.
got more than 350 on his first drive, I would imagine.
This is an interesting putt from Conall. Let's see if he
Yeah, he's
can.
close. Is he going over?
What a window. Nice putt.
Yeah, great putt, Conall.
Yep.
Helps to be tall.
Yeah. Conall clawing a stroke back on Noah.
And that's a good confidence builder at the start of the round.
Oh, absolutely. I always find that a par in this hole is it's almost like a bonus par. I don't think I've done any better than bogeys the last couple times I've played this course. So
I think we saw on the scoreboard at the start you did actually bogey at this round too.
yeah. See,
So-
just living up to my word.
Good memory.
Hole 2.
This is one of the trickiest holes on the course, I think.
I love this hole. This is so good because you're teeing off in a tunnel, a sort of a tunnel, but you do have a couple of windows that you can go through. I shouldn't say tunnel. You've got a couple of gaps that you can go through. If you want to go just to the right-hand side as you clear those trees, you can get a good mash out there too. And if the wind is perfect, you can sail almost, I don't know, 3/4 of the way to the green.
Yeah.
Conall opting for the left-hand side of that tree, right in front of him. Still nice.
Asked Noah, should be good. Noah says, yeah, should be good.
Oh, yeah. And Noah says, I don't know what he said. What did he say, Matt?
Kablamo. I think he said kablamo. Noah's a big kablamo guy.
He
I've noticed
is a
when we
big
play together.
kablamo.
Yeah, it gets a little annoying after a while. Every shot he says kablamo.
Yeah. Thomas
But,
Kuhn goes smooth up the middle. Did he
Yeah.
beat that tree or did he?
I think he caught one of the last ones there,
Did
but
he?
he should be lined up pretty okay for his second shot.
Yeah.
I like the forehand play.
Oh.
Okay. Looks like he's okay. Looks like the disc went really far.
I think that gave him an extra 5 feet of distance, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. The slide tackle forehand.
Yeah. So Thomas is not in a great position.
He's threading the needle through the tree. I love it.
That was a terrible position and
Yeah.
pretty nice shot.
This is nice. I do like being where Conall is because then you've just got a nice big open shot to the green. You can see very much like hole 1. You can see that big clump of trees. I don't know, say what, 250 up the 250, 300 feet
Yeah.
up there, and the basket is just tucked into there. We want that to get down.
Does not really get down.
Yeah.
Wind always a factor out here, and then this is in the spring, so the grass isn't very long or lush. So whether you're in the grass or the wood chips, you do tend to get some skips out there.
Yeah, absolutely. And I couldn't remember if that path was OB for the tournament or not. That red path on the left-hand side.
I think it always is, because I have crossed it more than once before.
Here's Conall going for a putt or a layup, whatever it is. He did it well.
We'll call that a smart bid.
Yeah. Noah. Oh, man, Noah.
Probably a little bit left side on the chains.
He's so good at putting. Look at this. Oh, I
That's
like
an
the,
ultimate guy right there.
I like the creativity Thomas had on that one.
Yeah. Willie steps up
He
and
looked-
just cashes it on the left-hand side,
Oh, look at
stays
that.
in.
Look at that smile on his face. It's so good, so animated.
That's also a bit of a, whoa, I got away with one there.
Yep, absolutely.
All right, so Noah gives one back. But so does Conall.
Whoa.
So the lead is 5. There's a bit of a opportunity miss there for a couple of our players here.
Yeah. Hole 3, a pretty neat hole. I'm just going to keep saying this is a pretty neat hole as well. For the course being really, or to be in a big wide open field, they've really designed the course really nicely. This one, you're just going straight up a hill, and as you crest the hill, you have to put your hyzer in just right enough so that it nestles next to the basket. And if you do go too far, you're going to go down the hill on the other side. So this is quite a big throw to make. Willie looks like he connects quite nicely with it.
This is one of those ones where you really want to have practiced out there before, because you can see there is a flag on top of the basket, so you can definitely see where you're aiming. But just knowing your disc and the distance and when it's going to hyzer out, how far it's going to hyzer out, it really helps to have thrown this hole a few times.
Yeah, and this hole in previous years actually had 2 trees that you have to navigate right through at the beginning, so it was back a little more to the right. Actually, it might even... Do you go through those spruce trees on the right-hand side? That might have been where the old tee off... But yeah, they did move them. But they moved them the year before. And it was quite an interesting tee-off shot. Anyway, if you end up left, you end up in the trees where Noah is.
Wow.
Not too bad.
Just about.
Ooh.
Good efforts. Everybody's shots look pretty good. And you can tell nobody is really that close to the basket here. So
yeah, and the camera shot does not do this justice. It does feel like a lot more of a steeper grade. So if you do ding off the basket, you'll go for a roll.
Yeah.
That's a little better, I think.
Floaty bit out of Thomas. Hoping not to get too far. He's got a bit of work left.
Thomas hoping to clean up. Of course he does.
Mr. Smooth.
Man. He looks so comfortable too, hey? Like the sweatshirt, sweatpants combination.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Great way to get a Sunday round of disc golf in.
I think Casual Kuhn is his nickname.
Oh,
I think everyone calls him Casual Kuhn.
Casual Kuhn.
I might, you know what? I might be mistaking him for somebody else, but I think I heard Casual Kuhn somewhere out on the ultimate field somewhere.
Okay, that makes sense. Either way, they all make it out with a par, which is actually really good. It's a bonus birdie on this hole. And you can see Nicholas Sheran is really taking some names already.
He's got some teeth.
Not the best start. Dave Mirren, though, good start, -1. He's made up a few strokes on people. He's making his way up. A lot of us over par. Kind of crazy.
I see a lot of people that throw really far on this scoreboard.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about you.
Eric Fast, really good. Liam Hernberg, bomber. Julian Zimmer, he can throw it a little bit.
Yeah.
So just to talk about a few names at least anyway. Eric and Liam both from around the Lethbridge area. So they grew up playing this course quite a bit. It was crazy. I feel like I can throw a driver and these guys are throwing mid-ranges. Mid-ranges and fairway drivers and just crushing it past me.
Yeah.
It was pretty fun.
So now we are on top of the hill and we're throwing down the hill, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And this is an interesting green. It's sort of, for the right-hand backhand player, it's protected. So you sort of want to either throw big spike highs or throw a nice straight flat shot at it. Or else you get caught up in those trees on the right.
Yeah. Big, wide open field on the left-hand side. On the right, if you do end up in the trees, there is a little path that you can take to the basket, but that's only if you perfectly land on that path. So you just kind of hope if you see your disc heading towards there that it either comes back and fades out or it just keeps going and skids under those trees.
Yeah. And we'll see Noah's turnover game is pretty good. He's... Oh, maybe it's going to come... No, it doesn't quite come back on time. That had the makings of an ace run, though.
Yeah. Casual Kuhn. Casually...
Looks like
turning it
a
over.
little bit too much, yeah.
I wonder if there must have been a good headwind up there.
There's always some sort of wind going on.
Yeah.
Oh, a little nose up,
Man.
Annie up shot.
That is so smooth.
Yeah.
That's so good. Come on, Conall, you can get this.
This looks like at least 70 feet. Ooh. Ambitious
Long
bid. Big lofty.
Oh,
wow.
Willy. Nice try. And Noah looking to cash.
Oh. He's not going to be thrilled about that.
Nope.
That wasn't super casual. It looked like he was trying fairly hard on that one.
Yeah. I noticed that because the brim of his cap was pointed right at the basket, and that was like a laser, just staring lasers at the basket.
Yeah. Like everyone else would clean up or not.
Man, Noah.
Wow. Now I'm not going to say the wheels are falling off here.
We're only on hole 4, Matt.
But look, he's got one of those weird 3-wheeled Mr. Bean cars on order at the factory. I'm not saying the wheels are falling off. I'm saying maybe he's transitioning to a 3-wheeled car.
Are you saying that someone's looking to tip over his 3-wheeled car?
Yeah.
Oh.
And that somebody, unfortunately, just got a par there. Looks like everyone's getting par. No, it shows us.
Nope.
How is it possible for a disc to go through these chains? I just don't believe it.
Nope.
Yep.
Yeah, not too happy about that one.
The one thing science can't explain.
It's the magic of those Prodigy baskets.
Yeah. So this is another big bomb, 558 feet on a par 3. You just want to get this out into the field with a reasonable approach at the basket. There's only a little bit of danger on the right. I've seen it happen once, but and there's 2 giant trees right in your way. Forgot about that part.
I forgot about this one too. And it's just a big open field as soon as you get through those 2 trees. A very cleverly laid out tee-off box,
Yeah.
I must say. It's tucked back way on the right before, but this really forces you to throw. And then you have a tree on your right-hand side as soon as you get through those 2 spruce trees that also can come into play as well.
Yeah. It looks like Conall's disc got on edge and went for a what do you call it when you go out for a stroll?
Going out for a stroll.
But in Australia. A walkabout.
Oh, going walkabout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His disc went on, I don't know why, he's not Australian, but you get the idea.
You never know.
Noah catches a little bit of Christmas tree cabbage on the way out, but he is just fine. This is a 2-shot par 3 for most of us.
Yeah, and for these guys, getting back to the green shouldn't be an issue for distance-wise anyway. The big tree on the right-hand side easily can swallow up discs on the way in, especially for a righty backhand shot.
Yeah, that was an incredible approach shot by Conall there. I think he is well inside the circle.
I think so too, and that looks pretty nice for Noah as well.
Yeah, he's not going to have to give us another chain physics display after that one, I don't think.
Yeah.
I think everyone's a little bit scared of putting.
Yeah,
in today's wind out there.
I think so too.
Oh,
Willy's given himself a bit of a challenge.
Yeah.
Oh, nice try.
He had the loft, just didn't quite have the commit on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is where Conall's shot ended up. That was an incredible approach.
Wow.
And then he just slams it into the heart of the chains.
Great recovery after smoking that tree in the beginning.
That's a happy Conall.
That is very much so.
Yeah.
Thomas staring daggers at the basket again and connects.
Yeah, Noah was absolutely parked there.
Wow. Again, bonus birdie on this hole. Par is kind of optimal.
Beautiful putt.
Oh. I was trying to see what he was doing in slow motion if he went, wow.
Yeah. I think it was, ay, ay, ay. That's a spicy putt. If you've never heard Conall talk, that's not how he talks. All right, par 3, 318 feet for hole 6. This is another tricky technical one.
Yeah, you've got to go through. You have the option of either a big hyzer over the trees to the right of that giant. Is that a pine tree up there?
Sure.
Or there is the gap between the 2 pine trees or the 2 spruce trees or whatever you want to call it.
It's a confidence check of a hole.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you can get past those trees, it's great. And also, these trees are also pretty big. So if you want to go with a big spike hyzer, you got to get some height on it, or else you could be in trouble. And then you got a lofty layup shot to make as well. Noah looks like he's going for a turnover on the left-hand side of that gap.
Yeah, it looked like maybe a mid.
Yeah.
Some kind of slightly understable mid.
Willy.
A little bit more height on his. It's probably going to bail out to the left. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then you got to really be concerned about where your disc ends up
Wow.
with those 2 trees on the green, protecting it from either side.
Yeah. That was a nice layup by Noah into the wood chips.
Appreciated by Liam Hernberg in the background.
Mm-hmm. Always a good guy, that Liam.
Yeah. And look, there's a Jeremy Gauthier in the background there too.
Hey, look at that. I didn't know I was playing today.
It was almost a year ago.
Yeah. You know how it is.
All right, Connell's going for the miracle putt. I'm thinking hyzer on the right side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice try, Conall.
Yep, really nice bid.
Willy choosing to go for the gap putt.
Yeah. That's not an easy make.
That was the only option that looked like he had from there.
And nice cleanup from Thomas. And we got a bunch of drop-ins.
Do you think that they put the wood chips around the basket just for the tournament, or do you think that's an all-year thing?
That's a really good question. I haven't been there in a couple of years, and I don't remember what it was like last time I was out there.
Yeah, I do remember the wood chips, and it's always really nice to have those.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a nice shot as they're walking to the next basket. It's like a hero's walk, hey?
And if you want to be a hero, you can advertise with us. We've got a lot of fun content coming out this summer and a lot of opportunities to get your brand in front of the disc golf community in Canada. If you've got any questions, have a look at our website at parkedpro.com or email us at info@parkedpro.com. We probably have a sponsorship level that's just right for your business, so let us know.
You can see the front nine has not been kind, although Ben Loggins, -1.
Wow.
He's making some moves.
-1 on the front nine. That is a very good score.
Yeah, I really like playing with Ben. Ben can absolutely crush.
Your dreams.
Crush. Isn't that a song by, who is that? Oh, I don't know.
All right, I believe it was by hole 7 in the par 4s.
Oh, yeah, now we're back. Yeah,
732 feet. There is a path on the right-hand side, so if your disc gets flipped over in the wind a little bit too far, you can definitely go out of bounds on the right, and we'd come back downhill towards the green, which is again protected by a little grove of trees. So another very technical par 4. A fair bit of landing room, but you really need to place your drive somewhere that gives you a good angle for the approach shot. Conall, I think, has done that. He's way off to the left. Should be lots of room over there.
Thomas hitting that gap quite nicely. This is the problem. If it fades out left, you are heading back to hole 6, or even hole 5 if you're long enough. Noah is going for the big turnover.
Way around the left.
Wow. Did you mention there was a walking path on the right that was OB?
Yeah.
That one comes into play pretty hard if there's a good headwind in there as well.
Yeah, it looks like none of these guys want anything to do with it. Oh,
No.
another slip from Willy.
Yeah.
Man's got to get himself a little bit better grippy shoes, I think.
I'm thinking as well.
Yeah. As you can see, lots of room on the left here, but your approach, you really want to be setting yourself up for a nice angle there towards the green.
Yeah, you gotta get over this hill, and then once you get over the hill, you can see that spruce tree in the middle and the trees on the right and the left. You have to throw it super high just to get around everything.
Noah almost dunks it for the eagle there.
Of course he did. Noah.
Big highs are coming out of Thomas. Oh, no.
Oh, must have been a wind picked up. He is wondering what is happening.
Yeah.
OB. Ooh.
And he gets the kick off the tree branch just to seal
Wow.
it. That's terrible luck.
Yeah, that's bad luck.
Willie makes the correction off of that. Lots of room to hyzer in from there.
Yeah, you can see the basket just at the bottom of the screen, protected again by some trees.
All right.
Hopefully this sticks.
Ooh, yeah.
Yep.
That's pretty nice. Should be able to minimize the damage there.
Willie doesn't... It looks like he has not had the best of luck with trees, like in his optimal flight path for his putts.
Yeah.
It looked like that little tree branch was just in his way. Noah hitting band on that one.
Rare miss from Noah from 45 feet and in.
Yeah, no
We
kidding.
have not seen very many of those.
I'm actually surprised he didn't break the band with that putt. That was so fast. Hey, we see a rare traffic light of T-shirts.
Oh my goodness.
Look at that.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, wow. This is a little bit more work than I was expecting.
Thomas staring that down, almost connecting. This poor band is getting a lot of action today.
That's a heartbreaker of a hole for Thomas.
It really is.
It's going to be 3 pars. Par's fine on this. Par's fine on most of the course, really.
Mm-hmm.
This course is a lot about reducing your mistakes as much as it is about making spectacular shots.
Yep.
And Thomas will unfortunately drop in for a double bogey.
Wow.
It's going to hurt his chances. With Noah falling back a couple of strokes, I mean, this is anybody's game here coming up the back stretch here. Connell's, I believe, only 4 back now.
Yep. Hole 8 is also a fun, challenging hole as well. You kind of go up over a hill, but you got to get through a bunch of trees first, and then the green is protected in a little grove. Fun, but scary tee shot at the same time.
Yeah, and at 357, you're still putting a move on this thing.
Yeah, it's a mash. When you look at it off the tee box, it doesn't look like you need to put very much on it, but yeah, you're needing fairway driver, full driver rip.
Yeah.
And then if you got the headwind coming up over the hill as well, you've got another issue as well.
The really tricky thing is the nose angle. You have to throw the disc up in the air to get it over the crest of the hill there.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're doing that with any of your fairway and distance drivers, there's a good chance you're going to be stalling out and hyzering out left, which is about the most common thing you'll see on this hole.
Yeah.
I like the forehand on this one.
Interesting.
I've also people throwing mids and just blasting a pretty straight mid right up the middle. Might not get you all the way there distance wise, but at least it gets you head on with a basket.
I think Thomas throws a lot of mids from what I've heard as well.
I think he does. A lot of his discs have like a pretty neutral flight to them.
Yeah. That was a nice upshot. I don't know who that was from.
That was
Conall.
Willie's up, and Conall and tries to skip it in. Does a decent job.
Yeah.
That'll be just
Thomas,
fine.
Yeah, wanting a nice easy tap out. Noah, what do you think?
Running it.
Oh,
Running
yeah.
it.
Running it with Noah Higgins.
Oh, running it into the trees a little bit.
Running it into the trees.
I like the aggression.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's still got 4 to play with, as long as he can put this one in from the tree.
Conall not as impressed with his par. I think he was hoping to cash a birdie on this hole.
Yeah. Yeah, really nice putt.
Yep.
He looks like he's in serious business mode today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'd be curious about the stats on this hole. What are the number of, bogeys? How many bogeys were actually taken on this hole? I'd be surprised if this hole and the next hole cashed a bunch.
I believe the average on this hole was 3.28, just going by memory here. So 0.28 over par. Looks like only a couple of birdies and a fair number of bogeys and even a couple of double bogeys.
Yeah.
So, not surprising. Hole 9 is a par 4, 504 feet. A whole line of trees right off the bat, and then you got a big open field towards a basket that is protected by a grove of spruce trees.
Yeah.
So this is kind of a typical Nicholas Sheridan hole, and Conall finds out where the teeth are, and the teeth are basically in all the trees. You can't get your disc too high up in the air, or else your airspace up there is getting reduced significantly.
Yeah.
Noah's going with a big roller here.
Wow. Roller's a pretty popular play. Another one, if the wind is right, if it's going left to right.
He's saying 4.
Oh, I should have been paying attention.
Jeremy.
Sorry.
He thumbs up by the green.
What?
He rolled to 15 feet behind the basket.
Oh, man. That's so good.
On a par 4.
I should quit talking in his throw.
500-foot hole.
That's so
He rolled
crazy.
15 feet past.
Here I am trying to sound professional and talk about the ideal plays for this hole, and Noah just destroys the hole. That's so good. I was going to say the other popular one, if the wind is blowing left to right, is to throw a big turnover. But this is a very common throw to put on this hole. It's just a roller.
Yeah. If you turn your disc sideways, there's less chance the trees are going to hit it, right?
Yeah.
That's math. I didn't invent it, but that's math.
Or physics.
Yeah.
Whichever one you want to look at.
No, it's just math.
Wow.
That was a strong throw
That
from
was.
Conall. He's going to be in the circle, it looks like, maybe circle's edge.
Yeah. Really looking like he's lining up a forehand.
The risk is you get snagged by those trees. He just flares right in front of them, though.
Yeah.
Really nice control by Willie. He looked pretty happy about that one.
He did. Yeah.
Nice, easy upshot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah. Really needing to straddle around that
It
tree.
actually skipped a fair bit further than it looked like.
Oof.
I thought he was going to have a relatively routine birdie there.
I thought so too.
And Thomas also got a little bit of tree in the way.
Whoa, did you see that?
No.
A little trick. Did you see the disc behind the back play?
No.
Oh, he's a magician. Blink and you'll miss it.
All right. If you're watching this on YouTube, have a rewind. I don't know what Jeremy's talking about.
Oh,
Whoa.
nice putt. He looked surprised that stayed in.
Yeah.
That is a happy content, Conall.
Yeah. Wow.
Getting an eagle. So, that's the one eagle on the day, hey? Was it just one?
That is the
like it.
one eagle for the front nine.
Wow.
For the entire field for the front nine. Unbelievable shot, Noah. Yeah, everybody's having a chuckle at that one.
Yeah.
So that is your front nine of the final round. Noah with a bit of a statement shot on that last hole. He has stretched his lead back out to 5.
Yep.
Conall is still very much in the mix here, shooting a very respectable -1 on the front nine here, as did Dave Myron, as did Ben Loggins, as we mentioned.
Yep.
Excited to find out what happens on the back nine.
Back nine is just as fun as the front nine.
Yeah.
So should be some interesting shots.
We're gonna have some fireworks. Jeremy, you are tied with Liam Hernberg.
Oh,
You're making your way back up from chase card.
yeah. I'm on my way.
All right, we'll catch you guys on the back nine.